Hi everybody, and welcome to Chair Yoga and Balance Phase 1, Class 1. Welcome. We are going to get started off with our warm-up today. So a lot of the movements that we're going to be doing can either be done seated or they can be done standing. The only exception to that is the balance exercises, which need to be done standing. So when we get to the balance exercises, please remember to use a wall or a counter if you need extra stability. All right, we're going to start standing nice and tall, or we can start seated, sitting nice and tall. Keep that core engaged, drawing belly button to spine. And we're going to draw our knees up towards our hips for 30 seconds. So this is the seated version, or you can also do the standing version. Make sure your head's in line with the rest of your spine. And rest. The next exercise we're going to do is butt kicks. So standing, you are going to draw your heels towards your bum. Seated, you are going to do the same thing, drawing heels towards bum. Except you might have to sit a little bit further forwards in your chair. Keep going. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Next is hip circles. We're going to be sitting towards the edge of our chair. If you're doing the sitting version, you are going to take your leg out to the side, come back to center, out to the side, come back to center. If you are standing, we're going to have feet about shoulder width apart, and we're going to make nice big circles with our hips, making sure that we're not coming forwards too much with our chest. So we want the movement coming from our hips. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1, and go. If you are doing the standing version, you are going to switch directions. And rest. If you are standing, bring your feet underneath your hips, relax your arms at your sides. We're going to do some shoulder rolls. So we're going to take our shoulders up, back, down, and around. Same thing if you are seated. Good job. 10 more seconds. Three, 2, 1, and rest. Again, either standing or seated. We are now going to work on our cervical spine range of motion. So sitting or standing nice and tall, shoulders drawn back. We're going to start off with looking over our left and looking over our right. Whenever you're ready to join in. You want to keep your chin level with the floor. You don't want to force anything. And you want to keep your shoulders down away from your ears. Nice and slow. And then back to center. Next, we are going to be looking up towards the ceiling as far as you feel comfortable and you are able. And then you're going to tuck your chin and look down towards the floor. Join in when you're ready. Again, nice and slow. Feel all the vertebrae moving. and back to center. Now we're going to take ear to shoulder, one at a time. Whenever you're ready, join in. Making sure you're not drawing your shoulders up towards your ears. And come back to center. Next is going to be chin tucks. So chin tucks, I'm going to show you from the side what they're going to look like. You are going to have your head in line with the rest of your spine. You are then going to let your chin jut forwards just a little bit. And then you're going to draw that chin back. Let your chin come forwards. Draw the chin back. Don't be surprised if you hear a little bit of crunching noises that come from your neck when you're doing this. That is very normal, as long as you're not experiencing any pain or haven't been advised to do this type of movement. Completely normal to hear a little bit of the tissues moving around in the neck. Here we go. Halfway. Keep those shoulders down. Nice long spine. And rest. Next up is going to be our balance portion. So again, this is going to be a portion of the class that is going to be done standard, so make sure you use a wall or a stable counter like a kitchen counter if you need something to support you and hang on to. So we're going to come on up to standing. Find your safe space. The first one we're going to start off with is toe walking. So you are going to rise up onto your toes, however high feels comfortable for you. You're going to keep your shoulders pulled back, standing nice and tall. And then we are going to be walking back and forth. Whenever you're ready to join in, we're going for 30 seconds. Don't worry if you can't get your heels too high off the floor, that is okay. Wherever you're at today is a-okay. And then lower down. Next, we are going to switch to walking on our heels. So you're going to lift the front of your foot up, and we're going to try and walk on our heels. Again, if you can't get your front of your foot up super high, not a problem. We're going to work on that over time. Ready? And go. Standing nice and tall. Core is engaged. Halfway. And rest. Next is going to be what we call a tandem walk. So you are going to be placing one foot in front of the other and walking forwards. Also, you have an option to practice walking backwards if you feel comfortable enough to do this today. If you're balanced, if you're really struggling with it today, maybe just stick with walking forwards. Ready? Here we go. Really making sure to join heel to toe. Very important. We don't want to be taking big steps. And rest. Good job. All right, next we're going to work on single leg balance. So you are going to want to have a chair. So we're going to come to the side of the chair. You can use the chair for steadiness, or like we've been doing with the walking ones, you can also use a wall or a counter. And what we're going to be doing is you're going to draw one foot up close to the other calf, but not touching. And we're going to steady ourselves here for 30 seconds. And if you fall out, no worries, step down and then come right back into it. All right, we're going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. If you find this easy, then you can also let go of the chair. Nice and tall, head in line with the rest of your spine. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Good job. Shake it out a little bit. And then come to the other side of your chair. We're going to go on the other side. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Lift the leg. Hold on to the chair if you need it. Spine is nice and long. Core is engaged, drawing belly button to spine. And don't forget to breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good job. Next up, we are going to come to our strength portion of the class. So for phase 1, we are going to do 1 set of 10 of each exercise. Now, like we talked in the introduction, if you need to take extra rest or can't do all 10 repetitions, that is okay. Start with where you're at today and we'll grow on that. Don't push yourself beyond your means. So first exercise is going to be sit to stand. So you are going to be coming more forwards to the front of your chair. You're going to be sitting nice and tall. Hips, knees, and feet are going to be in line. You do not want to have your feet tucked behind you or too far in front of you. We want a roughly 90-degree bend at the knee. Core is engaged. We are going to press through our feet, stand up nice and tall, and then lower back down. All right, let's get ready. We're going in 3, 2, 1, 1. Nice and steady on the way down. 2, nice and tall at the top. Squeeze your butt cheeks. 3, 4, 5. If you want to make this a little more challenging, have your hands across your chest. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good job. Come back to seated. Next exercise is going to be calf raises. This exercise can be done seated or standing. I will show you both before we start. Seated calf raises, you can have your hands resting on your thighs. Again, your knees at roughly a 90-degree bend. And then you are going to raise up onto your toes, much like we did when we were toe walking, and then slowly lower back down. If you are standing, you can hold onto the chair for support. Feet underneath your hips, rise up onto your toes. Nice, steady, controlled on the way down. We're starting in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lowering down. Good job. Coming back to seated, if you were standing. The next exercise is leg extensions. So we're basically just going to be kicking our leg out in front of us. And we're going to alternate legs. So we're going to be doing 10 per leg, so a total of 20. Sitting nice and tall, more towards the edge of your chair. Hips and knees again at that roughly 90-degree bend. And then we are going to extend the leg out, toes up towards the ceiling. You want to feel your thigh muscle engage and lower back down. Here we go, going in 3, 2, 1. Lift the leg, that's 1. Lower. Other leg, 2. Lower. 3. 4, sitting nice and tall. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10, halfway. 1. 2. Head in line with the rest of your spine. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 20. Good job. Give yourself a shake. Remember, at any point in time throughout class, you can always pause, take a sip of water, take a little break. Next exercise is going to be legs out to the side. So seated, you are going to do very similar to the warm-up and take the leg out to the side, sitting nice and tall. Ideally, though, this exercise is better if you can do it standing. If you can do it standing, hold on to your chair for support. Nice and tall. You're going to take your leg out to the side, toes pointing forwards. Very important. You do not want to see your toes pointing up towards the ceiling. You want to stay standing nice and straight, so you don't want to see a lot of leaning. Okay? So it doesn't matter how high your leg can go as long as you're staying nice and tall. So let's start off with our left leg being the leg that's going to swing. We're going to go in 3, 2, 1. 1. 2, slight bend in the standing knee. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. And rest. Coming over to the other side. Sometimes it can help too to have your hand resting on your butt/hip. This is the area that you want to feel those muscles working when you do this exercise. Standing nice and tall, core is engaged, hand on hip if you like. Here we go. 1, slight bend in the standing knee. 2, 3, toes facing forwards. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good job. Last exercise in the strength portion is going to be for our hamstrings, a very underworked muscle. So it's going to be very similar to what we did in the warm-up, where you are going to be drawing your heels towards your bum. Standing, same thing, you can hold onto a chair if you wish. We're going to draw heel towards bum. Now this time, we're going to do 10 on each side instead of alternating. So either sitting or standing. We're going in 3, 2, 1. Drawing heel to bum. 1, 2. Feel that muscle contracting as best you can. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good job. Switching legs. If you want, you can also switch the side of the chair. I'm just showing you from a side angle. You can also be facing forwards, whichever is going to be most comfortable for you. Going in 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good job. And now we come to the nice, relaxing, easier part of the class, our yoga and our stretching. Come to a nice, seated, comfortable position. Back is off of the chair for right now. I want you to have your hands on your knees. Close your eyes. And take a few breaths. Slowing that heart rate down. We just did a lot of work. When you're ready, you can flutter your eyes open, gaze towards the floor, and then draw your gaze up. Taking your hands to the sides, we're going to inhale, lift your arms all the way up, gaze up towards the ceiling if you can. Exhale, lower. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, lower. One more. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, lower. Place your hands on your thighs. We're going to do cat-cow. So you are going to inhale, round your back, tuck your chin, tuck your pelvis. Exhale, lift the chest, draw the arms back, draw the gaze up towards the ceiling. Inhale, tuck the chin, around the back, tuck the pelvis under. Exhale, lift the chin, lift the chest, draw the arms back. Inhale, round. Exhale, lift. One more. Inhale, round. Exhale, lift. And come back to center. We're going to take our right hand and place it on our left knee. Inhale, lengthen out your spine. And then exhale, take your left hand towards the back of your chair, maybe the bottom of your chair, maybe it's the full back of the chair. We're going to rotate our chest over towards the left. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And exhale, you can try and come a little bit deeper into that bend if you want. But again, do not force your body into any position it's not ready to do. It should be comfortable. Breathing here. And on your next exhale, slowly come back to center. Inhale, take left hand to right knee. Lengthen out the spine. And then exhale, reaching the hand back and opening up that chest towards your right side. Making sure your shoulders are down away from your ears. Inhale to lengthen, reaching the crown of the head up towards the ceiling. Exhale, if you can, go a little bit deeper into the twist. Breathing here. Inhale, slowly coming back to center. Next, we're going to do a hip opener. So you're going to want to scooch towards the right side of the chair. We're going to open up the right hip first. So scooching a little bit to the right side of the chair so that the right leg is off of the chair. You are going to take that leg and reach behind you as best you can, sitting nice and tall. And you can use your left hand on the chair for balance. Should feel an opening through here. Focusing on your inhales and your exhales. Keep engaging your core, supporting your spine. And it's okay if your leg's only here. It doesn't have to be all the way back. Whatever's going to be comfortable for you today. Inhale, draw the right leg slowly forwards. And then we're going to shuffle over to the left side of the chair. Lengthen out your spine, engage your core. And then when you're ready, taking your left leg back behind you. Breathing, nice long, slow inhales and exhales. On your next inhale, bring the left leg forwards and come back to the center. Lengthen out the spine. Inhale as you do so. You want to, for this next chest opener pose, be about halfway or a little bit closer towards the back of the chair. We're going to inhale to lengthen. Exhale. You're going to use your core and you're going to lay back into the back of your chair. So your upper back is resting on your chair. And you're going to bring your arms out to the sides and gaze up towards the ceiling, but you don't want to have your neck bent too much. So chin shouldn't be pointing towards the ceiling. Gaze should be probably about 5 feet in front of you on the ceiling. You'll feel a nice opening through the chest. Focus on your breathing. Core is engaged. And then exhale, coming back up to sitting tall. Scoot your butt back into the back of the chair so that your back can rest on the back, feeling nice and supported. We're going to finish off today's class with a little bit of simple breath work. So you want to feel nice and supported in your chair. You're going to take one hand on your chest and one hand on your belly. I want you to close your eyes and just notice where your breath goes. Does it go into your chest? Does it go into your belly? Or maybe both? Now, as we continue to breathe here, if you're finding you're just breathing into your chest or just breathing into your belly, we're going to work on breathing into both areas. So with your inhales, nice, long and slow, try and get your belly to rise and then your chest to rise. And on your exhales, your chest falls first, then your belly. Inhale, belly rises. Then the chest. Exhale, chest falls, then the belly. Inhale, belly rises, then the chest. Exhale, chest falls, then the belly. Keep going at your own pace for a few more breaths. And then slowly return your breathing back to normal. Releasing your hands down to your thighs. Gradually begin to flutter the eyes open, gaze towards the floor. You never want to just pop the eyes open after you've had them closed for a while and you're in a nice rested state. That's very jarring to the nervous system. And then when you're ready, you can bring your gaze up. So it's important whenever we're doing any type of meditation or breath work to really open those eyes slowly and bring your gaze up slowly as well. I hope you've enjoyed our first class, and I hope to see you around for many more. If you have any questions or comments, please comment below or give me a shout. Again, movementwithpersis.com, and you can contact me through there. Have a great day.